All right, hi everybody. We're live with Gretchen Lima, our certified pedorthist here in our Manchester store location in Manchester, Vermont. And Gretchen is a American Board Certified Pedorthist specializing in fitting people who have hard to fit feet or all their ailments. So Gretchen, tell us a little bit about what you do and why you do it.
Hi, I am Gretchen and welcome to Family Footwear in Manchester, Vermont. I am lucky enough to work here every single day and help people with their challenging feet. So I am a board certified pedorthist, which is the pharmacist to the foot doctor, and I am passionate about helping people with their feet. And most people's feet are hurting. And some of us think it's just a part of life, but sometimes it's ill-fitting shoes and not proper support. So you can come in here and make an appointment, a free appointment to have an evaluation with me. It costs nothing, and if anything, you're going to get smarter. Most people haven't had their feet measured in 10 to 15 years, and most people are wearing the wrong size shoe, shape shoe, and kind of shoe for them. So we're lucky enough to have some customers who just walked in are willing to have us measure their feet.
We're here with Amy, who just walked in, and she's going to have an evaluation done by Gretchen.
So, hey, Amy, I'm so glad. Thank you so much. My pleasure. People think shoe fitting is a science. It's not. I say it's an art. I have to look at how narrow your heel is, how high of an instep. Do you have bunions, corns, hammer toes? We still, at Family Footwear, use what's called as a Brannick device. So many people who are younger than me have never seen one of these before. And we measure feet a few different ways. We use this. We're also lucky enough to have an Atrix I-step machine. And on occasion, I use one of these little gadgets, and elderly people might remember this. For people who can't pick their feet up, or babies, I use this. This is called a Ritz stick. So I'm going to measure Amy's feet. And I always measure people's feet first sitting because I want to know how much motion they have in their foot. So Amy has a pretty narrow heel, and I think at one time she had a pretty high instep. So sitting, she's just under a 6. So Amy, go ahead and stand up. Now her foot is a 6.5. The other thing people don't realize, we have heel to toe measurement, we have heel to ball measurement, and we also have width. So her width, she's coming in just between a C and a D. In some shoes, she might be a wide, others you might be a medium. Every shoe runs different. In general, sneakers run a half a size short. Dress shoes run truer to size.
Yeah.
So for you, in a sneaker, hands down, you're going to be a 7. You know that, right?
No, I actually didn't.
You didn't? What size did you think you were?
I was 6. I always thought I was a 6.
Okay, you're totally not a 6. So pick this one up, and let's see this one. So this one, put this foot up here, all your weight. So a little over a 6 with an arch length of a 6 here. And depending on what it is. So now I might say you're going to be between a 6.5 and a 7. But let's go over to the I-step and I'll see how, have you been on one of these before? No. So typical to have pressure here, that's your heel bone. It's the biggest bone of your foot. That's where we put all our pressure. This is called metatarsal pressure. So we don't like that so much. And what we really like to do is fill this in with arch, redistribute weight throughout the bottom of your foot, and cut down on motion. So see right here, it says you're a 6.5.
Wow.
So go ahead and step off real quick. And I'm going to show you. And this is, lots of shoes have arch support in it already.
Yeah.
But many shoes, this is going to help. Because when you work all day or wear shoes that don't have arch support, or the shoes you are wearing, this is what your foot does.
Yeah.
So I want to hold you up as cost effectively as possible, cut down on motion, redistribute the weight, and make you more comfortable. And this is a great way to do it. The other awesome thing about these is you can wear them for 30 days, and if you feel like they don't work for you, and most people, they do work for you.
Yeah.
This is antimicrobial, so if you have sweaty feet, it's a good thing. So go on here and step on, and you're going to feel it right here. That's where your arch starts, and people will say to me, it's not in the right place. That's where our arch
Yeah, it does. You tend to think it's back a little bit.
Yeah, and that's where our foot starts falling. So now we're going to compare. And once again, what we're trying to do is redistribute weight, but cut down on motion when you're working. So you don't feel so tired and you're not losing all that energy. Yeah. So it's a really helpful thing. This is used for sneakers, hikers, or something that will come out of your shoe. Yeah. So go ahead and step off. We have other inserts that are really helpful too. These are made for dress shoes. So if you want to wear a little flat, yeah, so I can make them better. So bring them in and I can check them and we can see what we can do. So this is used for a shoe that doesn't have a lot of space at all. And this goes under your arch. And the cool thing is if you have bunions or hammer toes, it almost takes the pressure off of that right away. Oh, nice. So this is for a little flat.
Because I always bought something that size.
And it takes up too much space.
Size. Yeah.
This is another one that I really like too. This is a little bit more aggressive. It's cork, so it molds to the bottom of your foot. So the more you wear it, the cozier it gets. Okay. But it does lift you out of the shoe a little. So if you really wear a lot of flats, this would probably be the best thing. So then once again, you can bring them in and I can check them and see what works for you. Because not every shoe can accommodate an insert, but most shoes would benefit from something like this insert. Your foot too, you had a pretty narrow heel and a high instep, so your foot shape is more susceptible to heel pain, plantar fasciitis, metatarsal issues as well. So if we can give you some arch support, your feet are gonna be happy, and you're not gonna feel so tired at the end of the day. And I'm happy. I like the socks that you're wearing. One thing is people really don't think about socks. Most people wear cotton socks. Cotton is not only not good for your shoes, it's not good for your feet. There's no place for the moisture to go. We sell, which I really like, is Darn Tough socks. And these are made in Vermont. They're guaranteed for life. I also really like Smart Wool too. This has compression around the arch, but it also has cushion here. So this is a hiker. But the other socks, and you said that your feet are always tired, which I really love, are compression socks. Can you come over here?
Absolutely.
Okay, so they're over here. Let me show you.
If you're just joining us, we are live with Gretchen Lima, our certified pedorthist, here at our Manchester, Vermont store location. And Gretchen is working with Amy, a customer, on an evaluation.
So I thought compression socks really for just people who had surgery or were elderly, but no, anybody who stands for a living would benefit from compression socks. I wear them every day, but I surely would never be on a long car ride or a plane ride without them. And what they do is they increase blood flow in circulation. So it is a graduated compression and it goes up to here, and it's kind of like getting a hug all the time. That's nice. So can't go wrong. No, and really, people, I'm not kidding when I say I love these, and even when I'm home now, I wear them all the time. And
because these are different than other ones I've seen. This material.
Well, and I like this over hose. If your doctor wants you to wear the hose, you totally need to do what your doctor says. This gives us a little bit more cushion, and it also gives us more protection. Okay. So a lot of athletes wear them as well, but this is a medical grade wicking material. So if you are working all day and you're wearing pants, this would be really, really helpful. And if you want, I can show you how to put them on. What color do you like? Maybe. Okay. I don't know if I have it. Okay. So come on over here because they're kind of tricky to put on, and people don't realize this. So there's a few ways to do it. So go ahead and take your socks off. So you don't bunch them up like you put on a regular hose like this. You put your hand in here, you grab the heel like this, and pull it inside out. So then what you do is you put your foot in, and look at that mirror now. So you put your foot in here and push it in. Wow, you have to do it inside out. So now, yeah, it's gonna go just like you're skinning the cat like this, which I don't. Yeah, skinning a cat. I never did that actually. Well, and I'm glad you didn't. And so you just work it up a little bit at a time. Now, people will say, I feel like, you know, my circulation is cut off. What it does is it gets that blood going to your heart so you're not so tired. And whenever you can wear them, they're really helpful. So
That's neat.
nurses, doctors, dentists, but anybody who stands for a living, they're a great thing. And even if you sit all day in a desk, it's going to make you less tired. So I really like them a lot. How does it feel just being on?
It does
that?
actually feel good. Yeah, it's very good.
So here, put this on. So I can show you these inserts. This is going to make your shoes a little bit more.
Because I'm to the point where I wear those all the time because of comfort. When I'm not at work. When I'm at work and I have to wear a dress shoe, it's different.
Well, and people really like Uggs. I prefer a little bit more arch support and a little bit more integrity. For some people, this is very flat. But the thing is, for some shoes, I can make them a little bit better. So try
that'll
this.
put the arch support I would need.
Yes. And if I wasn't on camera, so it's going to make it a little tighter.
Yeah.
But it's going to give you more support, and more than that, it's going to cut down on motion so you're not so tired. So custom orthotics are very expensive. They're about $400.
Yeah.
These are $59.99. Once again, a cost-effective way to move you in the right direction,
Right.
so you don't get so tired.
Yeah, it feels good.
So I tell people, once you have it figured out, I like it if you get 2 pairs, let them dry out every single day, switch them up. Don't really wear the same shoes every day anyways, especially if you're standing for a living. You want them to dry out.
Yeah.
I prefer shoes that have some kind of adjustment for swelling. So if you're traveling, tie shoes are going to be a good thing.
Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, not to wear the same. Because you get stuck in the comfort rut.
Well, and I say, once you know a shoe really works, it's worth it to get 2 pairs, maybe different colors, let them dry out, relax. If you're having, not all the time, but many people are having knee, hip, or back issues, and people go to the chiropractor, but then they wear worn out shoes or go barefoot in the house. So I have back issues. I literally, well, many people like to do that. I don't go barefoot at all because of my back. So I want to protect my back and also have the support that really helps me. And I can feel it almost immediately if I don't wear support. So, and people will say, why do I feel better in a hiker or a dance belt? Because it has arch already in it.
Yeah.
So when we wear shoes that are really flat, that don't have arch, it's like wearing that same old. How do they feel? Well, and you wouldn't think it would make a huge difference.
But it does.
I can feel. Yeah. And your foot, have you ever had plantar fasciitis? Okay, good. You don't want to get it.
No.
So heel pain.
Yeah. It's usually the front. It's usually my pinky toe and right there.
Well, and that's probably because you've been wearing shoes that are too small. Because you thought you were a 6, and what did I tell you you were?
7.
Yes. And a
6.5
sneaker, you're going
to
to be a 7. And a dress shoe, you're probably going to be a 6.5. But don't feel bad. I've been taking this, and I'm going to do your daughter in a minute. I've been taking a survey for almost 5 years. And you can see, I ask people all the time, when's the last time you've had your feet measured? A lot of people haven't been measured, and, they don't remember ever being measured.
Right.
So most people, I ask them, what size do you think you wear? I think I'm an 11, 12, 10, 11.
Always bigger.
Yes. The other day I measured 15 people in one day, and out of the 15 people, guess how many were wearing the right size shoe? 0. 2 out of 15. And a lot of people don't really know how a shoe should fit. So in a shoe, you want your toes to wiggle like this, but you don't want to be moving around like this. You don't want to be fighting to keep your shoe on.
Yeah.
You want it to feel like this, not like this, not like that. And all the things that, the little things really add up to big things. So the house shoes that you're wearing, you want to always wear good work shoes. Another thing that people make a lot of mistakes doing, we downgrade our shoes to cut the grass and work in the yard, and then can't walk for a year. Or we wear really cute shoes to weddings and special occasions, and we can't work. So it's really important to look at all the shoes that you have.
Practically.
Yeah. Well, because pain costs a lot of money.
Very true.
So do you have any questions?
Oh, I don't.
Did you
That's
get
great.
smarter?
I didn't get smarter.
Okay.
You feel
Great.
more comfortable.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. We are again live in Manchester, Vermont at our store location with Gretchen Lima, certified pedorthist. Come see us in Manchester for a fitting for the right footwear and socks and accessories and orthotics, and feel good again. Thanks, everybody.
We look forward to seeing you soon, and make sure